Hi friends, it's Becky, and it is time for us to open up the August Potomac Beads Best Bead Box. This is the Treasure Edition box. I also subscribe to their kit box, but I don't have that to unbox yet. And in this, you'll get a whole bunch of different beads, sometimes a tool, sometimes some findings, and you get all of these to be able to make your own designs instead of following a pattern or something like you get with the kit boxes. You can actually come up with your own things with the treasure box, and it's a really great monthly bead subscription. I really enjoy using it, and I often will move these from the Potomac Beads box, which is honestly the only box out of all of my subscription boxes that I actually keep. But because I work better out of these organizers, I'm going to be pulling it out of this box, putting it in this organizer, and then I can repurpose this box for other things. It's got a magnetic closure. Just some examples of ways that I use this box is I keep other things in them. You know, like I'll put some thread in there, or maybe some art supplies or something like that. They're great boxes, honestly. So I actually keep them and reuse them, but I don't use them to keep my bead box, my beads in for my bead box. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this open. The August box is Ladies' Night. This month's collection features the purple and blue hues of the night. Miyuki seed beads display color and finish to remind us of the skies, and amethyst and teal swirled check glass flowers and rondelles reflect churning heavenly bodies that hang high above. Use silver Miyuki cubes to punctuate your designs like stars, shimmering against a dark expanse, and then check glass faceted rounds feature subtle layers of color, giving the simplest designs more dynamic. All right, so there's more beading happiness, some ideas that you can find in there. There's also a Facebook group where people post their inspiration or things that they've made from it. We've got our little list of things. Let's get these out and take a look at what we've got. It looks like we've got 2 strands and the rest of them are bagged. And it looks like we've got some charms, some acrylic glass charms. These are ones that they make these in-house, and they'll have this protective coating on. I'm going to take this coating off so that we can look at it if I can get it off. Hold on. I'm pulling it closer to my body so that I can have better leverage in pulling off the backing. Okay. But yeah, this will give us a nice shiny wine glass. Let's pull off the other side. These will make fantastic earrings, I think. Probably going to use it for that. All right. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and stick this in here in my box. I'm going to worry about the backing on the second one later because I would like to get to the rest of these. Okay, so here are probably the rounds that they were talking about with some faceting, but then I don't know if it's going to show up on camera where you can see like the swirls in this dark glass. This is kind of a dark purple color. Let me get this behind it. I'm not sure if it's going to show up on camera, but it's pretty great looking in person. These are some very large rounds. They are, let's see how large these are. $12mm rounds. Some chonkers. It looks like we've got a fairly long strand. I don't know if these will fit in just one compartment. I may have to lay down my section so that we have room for all of these beads because there are so many of them. There's one more that fell on the floor, so I'll have to get that in a little bit. And then we've got these rounds. These are 6mm, and they are clear check glass Drux in this kind of smoky amber color, like a light smoky amber. I'm gonna stick them right here. There we go. I made this bracelet with last month's box, and I'll put a link to that tutorial in the description below. I made it with some of the 2-hole beads that came with it, and some of the check glass and some of the seed beads. It was pretty fun to make. All right, and we've got a few other strands, one other strand, and it looks like it is 4mm light amethyst color Potomac pearls. And I like Potomac pearls. They are a good high quality glass pearl with a durable coating. I've never had any problems with Potomac pearls, and I've gotten several of their sets actually. I think recently, I don't know if the sale is still going on, but their purples set where you get like several strands in different colors of like a color family of the Potomac pearls. It was on sale recently. I don't know if it still is or not, but we get some purple pearls in the box anyway. All right. And next we have some round trio beads. They are white Lila Vega luster, which is this purple finish. And the holes in these guys, they go 1, 2, 3. There's 3 of them. There we go. So I was looking for a little something to poke through. On these, you've got 3 holes, and they all go in the same direction. You've got your outer holes and then a middle hole on all of these. So it gives you a little bit extra that you can do with them rather than with the round duos, which is just 2 holes. And I actually have something that I made with some round trios a few months ago. I'll find the what is it called? The video for that, the thing that I made with round trios, and I'll also put it in the description. I don't know if we have stuff in this box to make the same thing over again, but we might, or you might have some other things in your stash or something that might work just as well. It looks like this is the tool that we're getting. They are jewelry display cards, which can be very useful in showing off your work or when you're selling them. So you can slide the chain of a necklace or something through here, and then you can put your earrings through the holes. That is useful. We usually get like some sort of tool or some useful things in our box, as well as the beads, which is pretty cool. I'm going to be sorting this in a minute, but first let's get to the rest of these. This is such an interesting shape. It's these bellflowers, and we get this purple swirl color. Get a little closer. It's a really dark purple. You can see this swirl for these bellflower beads. And they have a hole that goes from the pointy end to the wide end. And they would probably stack like this. And we get 5 of those. I'm going to set them in here. And then we've got our faceted rondelles. They're dark rainbow. And it looks like we've got some, it's almost like a cathedral where it has its own built-in end cap on it. But then you can see that dark rainbow. There's so many different colors in this glass. There's some blues and some greens and some yellows. It's kind of a really, really cool bead. All right, and then we've got some petal beads. We have 4 of these. Dark turquoise splash. They are wavy. I'm going to put them in here with these flowers because there aren't that many of them, and sometimes I need to do roommate situations with these beads. Then we've got some 3mm cubes. They are from Miyuki. Now, these cube beads look fantastic, like peyote stitched together. But they can also be really great for spacers in your strung beads. To add a little extra something for that. Then we've got some angel wings. Oh my goodness, hold on. Angel wings. Now they're these dark green angel wings, which if you take a flower bead and plop it on top of there, it's like little leaves to make a flower. Okay. I'm gonna definitely be doing that. just as a warning. That is definitely gonna happen. We're gonna have some flowers. Then we've got some 8-0 seed beads. These are lined green AB, and AB stands for Aurora Borealis. So that's that finish that gives you the like kind of a rainbowy kind of a finish on it. I'm gonna need to resort some of these because they are not all staying where I put them. But that's okay. I like that there's like rainbowy things in here too. All right, and then we've got some faceted rounds. These are fire polish beads, and the color on these is white funky blue. And honestly, funky blue is the name that's on the bag, but I'm gonna call these blurple because they are blue and purple finish, like splashes on these white fire polish beads, these 4mm fire polish beads, and they are glorious. They are gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous beads. They are super fun and funky. All right, then we've got some Athena cast moon and star charms. Oh my goodness, how fun are these? These would make great earrings too. You know what you could do? Let's take some of these and do like a little bit of a brick stitch down at the bottom and have these maybe dangle some fringe with the seed beads and the 4mm fire polish beads and some of the pearls maybe. That would be really fun to do with them. We might do that actually. All right, and then we've got some check dagger beads. These are 7 by 17 millimeter, and they are black diamond. That is the color. It's this clear, well, not clear, a dark gray color. And you know what? I think they are going to go in here with the petal beads, just the funky shape check glass. I'm sticking those all together there. I've got the cotton candy flower beads here, and these have a hole in the center, which makes them sort of fun to play with, and they are purple and blue. I'm going to stick them in here with these guys for fun. I have like 3 other sections, and I've got 3 other bags, so let's get them going, because I've got some check O beads. They are matte black. They are check glass. And they're just basically like little donuts. I'm going to stick it in here with these guys. I think they look great together, honestly. And then Fire Agate mixed faceted rounds. They're 6 millimeters in here. And let's take a look at the different colors that come in here. We've got some darker greens, we've got some lighter greens, we've got some oranges with brown swirls, we've got some dark ones, we've got black with purple, we've got fuchsia, we've got clear. There are so many different colors in this bead mix. They are really fun. Honestly, this would make a great bead mix to play around with around Halloween time, because of all of these different like greens and oranges and blacks and purples. They're pretty rad. Okay, and I've got 2 extra sections, so I can sort these and kind of divide them up. It is a blue turquoise check glass mix. Your bead mix may be totally different from mine, because it's just a check glass mix. It looks like we've got 1, 2, 3 in this one, dagger beads. These 2 seem to be the same color. This one is a single color. And then I've got 1 spike bead that is kind of a clearer turquoise. And then we've got several opaque turquoise rounds. We have some faceted check glass beads with this purple swirl. Like that. We have 1 rectangle in this mix. I'm going to set that there with this one. We have 1 kind of a nugget bead with a turquoise swirl in it. Round glass bead, a frosted bicone, and these are also light blue. We have several of these cubes, and these cubes are like half and half, this periwinkle color and this orange color. Whoop. Hey, friend. So we have several of those. And then we've got some of these twisted nuggets in like a cobalt blue with a white swirl. And then several of these leaf beads in this light blue color. Almost purple. And then these rhomboid 2-hole beads in this dark blue. And 1 last round. So those are my beads in my bead mix. I'm going to put like the darker colors in one section, the lighter colors in a different. Oh, there you go, buddy. just not having them all in the same section will make it a little bit easier for me to pick out the ones that I want to use. So this is almost all of them. We also have our charm holder or hoop earrings that we can do some things with. And as hoop earrings, you just put them through your hole and then connect this at the back. Or they can hold a wine glass charm because they slip right onto, you can hook it onto the bottom of a wine glass. So I'm going to stick these in here with my other charms and my findings. And there we have the Ladies' Night Best Bead Box from Potomac Beads. That's the whole thing right there. I will put links in the description to this tutorial, the one that I used round trios for before, in case you were curious about some things that you could do with round trios. I'll also put a link to Potomac Beads where you could possibly sign up for a subscription if you wanted to, or most of these beads are going to be available for purchase from Potomac Beads as well. So you could just buy some of these pearls or some of the round trios, or if you wanted to. If you wanted to do some of the same things that I'm going to be doing this month. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a fantastic week, and I will talk with you later. Happy beading.